All right, let's go. We are live. It's day 2, and I'm hyped. What's good, IG? YouTube, what's good? What's good? TikTok, what up? What up? What up? All right, so today's day 2. Let's just give a little feedback to yesterday, and let's talk about what happened yesterday and what we went over. First and foremost, we have 24 warm leads that came in. We went live for a little over an hour and a half, and we ended up only calling like 3 or 4 leads because we spent the first part of the live just going over the script. And we went over the intro of the script. We went over the wording. We went over the mindset to be successful. We answered questions in regards to the ARV. CC and myself made an underwriting, I guess you could say, like we made a pivot and we did a novation offer. We thought it was going to be a $20,000 assignment, but it's looking more like a 6. But we're not mad at it because it's still profit. But that was actually good because we were interacting with people in the audience, and I want to say it was Curtis. He asked a question, and then I went back and I ran the numbers, and I'm like, okay, if we did this conservatively, it's actually it's less than what we anticipated, but it's still profitable. So that was actually really, really cool. Mark, what's good? He says, love the content, man. Do people wholesale in PR? Is it the same process? Man, I have got this question before, and I know you can wholesale anywhere. I don't know what the process would be in PR. I've never done it. So if you've ever done a wholesale deal in PR, please post a comment. And what would be the process? You know, is it the same thing? Is it like an attorney or title? I don't know. Good question. Good question. What's good? What's good, y'all? Man, shout out to everybody who's showing love. All right, if y'all have any questions about the contracting process, about the sales process, about, you know, how to have the conversation with the sellers, where to get the data, where to get your leads, how to run this business if you only have a few $100s, you know, how to get involved in this business if you don't have any money, right? Because sometimes it's the sweat equity that we have. Sometimes it's the effort and the right strategy in order to get into this business. So with that said, y'all know the name of the game. We're actually going to be making live dials right now. I have more leads that we can call, and I'm going to be running through the process. And
let me ask you calling, bro. Are we gonna go over the script like the second part? Just want to remind you with this.
Yes, I love the way you think. Absolutely. Yeah. So as a recap of yesterday, we were going through the lead script, and we stopped at the qualifying, and we didn't get past. So there's another 2 sections of the script that we didn't go over. So what we can do is right after this intro, let's go over the lead script, and then let's get into the live dials. And if y'all have any questions about anything, then go ahead and post them right here. And let's get into it. All right, what's good, James? Jay says, can you wholesale commercial properties? If so, how do you find them vacant? We'll answer that right after this intro. I'm going to answer all of y'all's questions right here. Anything related to wholesaling, real estate, business. Right after this intro, let's get it.
We made it, that's facts. Ay. We the greatest, that's facts. Ay. Prices raising, that's facts, ayy. That's right. But we paid it, that's facts, ayy. I did. They hate it, that's facts, ayy. Cause we changing, that's facts, ayy. We did. Can't blame them, that's facts, ayy. Cause we made it, that's facts, ayy. Cherry on top, that's a goat, yeah. Where you been, I wanna know, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. I know you wanna look up for this. Baby, let me turn you up a bit. You said you made it through hell and back. Give me the scoop, baby, tell the facts. Don't be shy.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Every single time I hear that, I'm telling you, it just hits different, bro. It hits different. All right, so I'm about to share my screen right now, and I'm going to show you the second half of the script on how to talk to sellers whenever you get them on the phone. So let me just click on present. And I'm going to go through it word by word. Now, I know some people, they get nervous when we talk about script because they're like, man, I don't want to sound scripted. Well, I know it's counterintuitive, but if you don't want to sound scripted, you run towards the script. You practice the script over and over and over again until you can put your own spin on it, until you can put your own natural way about saying it. That way you don't sound scripted. And so that's why we're going to go over.
At least even to have like main points to talk about. Because like when you sound lost on the phone, this is like the worst thing you can ever do with the seller.
Yep. That's right. Whenever you sound lost on the phone, like you don't know what you're talking about, it makes you sound weird when you're talking to people on the phone, right? Go figure. So when you have a structure and you know what to say, and you know what you're saying and what you're talking about, naturally you're going to speak with confidence, and people are going to want to talk to people that are confident over the phone. So the script is not to make you sound like a robot. The script is to give you structure so that you can focus on the person that you're talking to and nurturing the person you're talking to, and not having to be too worried about, what to say next, right? And so we pulled it up right here on the screen. Just as a recap from yesterday, we talked about the intro. When you first get them on the phone, it sounds something like ring, ring, ring. Hey, John. Actually, Mo, be my seller. I'm gonna run through the script. That way we can get everybody caught up.
Let's do it.
Ring, ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, Mo.
Yes, who's this?
Hey, this is Aaron. I was calling about the property there at 123 Main Street.
Yeah, what about it?
You spoke with one of my agents about that property, and I just wanted to call to introduce myself because I'll be the one making you an offer on it if you had a couple minutes to talk.
Yeah, just a couple of minutes. Make it short.
Okay, awesome. Well, Mo, normally how these calls go is we'll see if the property qualifies for a cash offer. And if it seems like we're a good fit, then usually I'll drop a purchase agreement for us to review together before moving forward. Is that fair?
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Okay. Awesome. And so then that's called the upfront agreement, y'all. Where what we're doing is setting expectations for what's going to happen in the remainder of the call. Right? It's a non-douchebag way of taking control of the conversation and setting expectations for how the call is going to go. And it's super simple. So if the person is agreeable, then we move on to the next phase, and that's qualifying. And so in qualifying, what's qualifying? We want to determine if this seller is somebody who's interested in selling at a price that makes sense as a wholesale offer. That's what qualifying is. We're sifting through all of the leads to see, like you got to dig through 5 tons of dirt to get to 1 gram of ore. And then that ore needs to be refined down to gold, but it's worth it because it's gold, right? And so that's what the qualifying process is.
Even the
So
qualifying process is gonna help you to determine what exit strategy you're gonna be using for this league. Whether you're gonna make a cash offer, you're gonna make like an innovation agreement, you're gonna make sub two, any type of creative offer.
that's right. That's right. 100%. So let's talk about some of the qualifying questions. All right. One of them is, Mo, let me ask you this. Other than talking to me right now, what makes you want to sell the property?
I wanna move out of the state right now. I live in San Antonio, Texas. I need to go to Memphis, Tennessee, where my family lives there. So that's mainly one of the main reasons why I wanna sell that property.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. And so how long you been thinking about moving there?
In the past couple of years right now.
Okay. And just so you have an idea, Mo, about how we operate, we typically buy properties in as-is condition, and we pay all the closing costs for you, and you don't have to pay any realtor fees or commissions or anything like that. So for an offer like that, what price range did you need to be in if we could move fast?
Honestly, I want it to be between 120 to 150.
Okay. And how'd you get to that number, Mo?
One of the realtors that I worked with before a few years ago, I reached out to him whenever like I started thinking of selling the house a couple of years ago, and he told me that the property might worth between like 120 to 150.
Okay. Okay. Your realtor said that it might be worth that a couple years ago.
That's right.
Okay. Got you. Got you. And let's say I were to purchase it from you, Mo. Am I going to need to fix up any of the big structural items like the roof or the foundation, the electrical, the plumbing, the HVAC?
I would say just the HVAC is gonna need to be replaced.
Okay. Okay. The HVAC is going to need to be replaced.
Mm-hmm. Roof is good, foundation is good, electrical, plumbing are good.
Okay. Okay. And when you say good, do you know how old the roof is?
It's about 8 years right now.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. And I love it. I love it. Okay. I'm just making notes. Did you say that the property was vacant or was somebody living there? No?
I've been living in the property.
Okay. So you're living in the property right now. Let's say you and I agree on the price. How soon would you be able to be out of the property? I don't want to cause you any inconvenience.
Yeah, probably 60 days. So, like I can get everything out of the property. So 45 to 60 days would be the best for me.
Okay. And once we agree on a price, how soon will you be ready to move forward?
Yeah, as I said, 45 to 60 days.
When you say 45 to 60 days, do you mean that we can move forward with the purchase agreement now and we're closing 45 to 60 days from today? Or are you saying starting the paper?
Yeah, if the price is right, just drop me the purchase agreement. I'm going to send it to my attorney. If everything is good to go, I'm going to sign it tomorrow. And we can close within like 45, 60 days.
Okay. Understood. And so, is there anyone else who's going to have a strong opinion about whether or not you decide to move forward? Are you saying that it's based on what your attorney says, or are you the decision maker?
I am the decision maker, but I want to make sure that when you send me the purchase and sale agreement, like I don't sign no contracts without consulting my attorney first.
Got you. Okay, understood. Okay, awesome. Well, Mo, it looks like I have all the information I need in order to see if the property qualifies for what we're looking for. I'm going to place you on a brief hold just to see if I can get you a cash approval. I'm going to be right back, okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, one moment.
Okay. What offer are you making me, bro, right now? I would say make me 80,000, 70,000. Make me mad right now.
Yeah. Okay. So in this situation, I'm just kind of feeding off of the energy that the potential seller is giving me. You know what I mean? So give me critique. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's perfect, but I'm saying I'm following a structure. You know what I'm saying? So now I just placed them on hold. So in this case, we're going to be running the numbers. The seller is wanting what did he say? 150?
120 to 150.
120 to 150. Okay. And so let's say my offer is going to be 80,000 because I am looking at the comps in the area, and while he wants 120,000, the most I might be able to offer in this situation is 80,000. Now, just to make it very clear, we have the right to offer whatever we want. And in this case, in order for me to be able to make a deal here where everybody eats, based on the amount of work that it needs, based on the holding costs, everything like that, we need to be at $80,000 for as an offer. So let's go back and make the offer.
Let's get it.
Hey Mo, are you still there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. Hey, so I have good news, Mo. I was able to get an approval to move forward and make you an offer on the property. And so it looks like we do have an approval for $80,000 to pay all the closing costs. Now, in this case, there wouldn't be any realtor fees, and we can close in 30 days or faster. And it looks like properties similar to yours were approved for that $80,000 price range. Would that work for you?
$80,000 honestly is way much below than I'm expecting. I say that my realtor told me that I can list it on market between 120 to 140, but I know that like I'm gonna have eventually to pay realtor commission. I'm gonna have to pay like a bunch of money. So like my bottom line is about like $100,000, considering that the $20,000 that I was asking for, they would have been gone to pay, like paying commissions and all of the other stuff. So I cannot be anything below 100,000.
Okay. So you're saying absolutely can't go underneath 100,000?
Yeah.
Why?
Because my realtor told me that if I list the property on market, I can get it sold at 120 within like probably 60 days. Sometimes it can be more than 60 days, but like 60 days is gonna be perfect for me. And I don't wanna I don't wanna take anything below $100,000 because I would think that it's gonna be unfair.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get back to this in just a moment, because Mo, I have to make a call actually to one of our investors that we're working with. And so can you hold the live down while I make this live call?
Absolutely, take your time, bro.
But I'm gonna leave you on the screen so that you can hold it down.
Awesome.
Go ahead, bro.
Tani says, Mo, what are the common objections your team sees when dialing? Common objections. Usually the number of unanswered people. So it's really hard to get a seller on the phone, especially when you are cold calling. You're gonna need to make like average between 5 to 7,000 dials a day to generate a couple of leads. So to overcome this challenge, like you gotta have to work your data properly. This is gonna be one of the most important thing. When you have a strategy with data like list stacking or get data from the county websites for people that just got their names appeared in the court, this is gonna be one of the easiest ways to overcome the problem of like having a lot of voicemails, a lot of no answers. Happy to answer any questions about marketing, any type of thing. The PPL program is Superhuman PPL. Tani asking, what is the PPL program Aaron mentioned yesterday? That's Superhuman PPL. We're gonna be launching on Friday. We're taking a couple of slots this week for our clients, and it's gonna be dope. I'm really excited for this. One of the best things about it is that it has a very low entry price. Like the entry price is very affordable, like compared to SVA, and it's gonna be serving all type of investors, not just like the premium level or like high end of investors. It's gonna be good for average beginners. Every single person is gonna be able to afford it, and it's like pretty much the same as SVA, but the only difference is that you cannot specify specific like property type or specific zip code, and it has very high quality leads because we have like a data team that is gonna be like stacking the list, doing like multiple things at the same time. So that's it in a nutshell. Like the price per lead starts at $45 to $50 a lead. Average conversion rate we see is between 35 contracts to generate 35 leads to generate one contract. Tayani is saying, are they cold leads? No, they're warm, hot leads. Sometimes they're gonna be cold leads, but we have we have specific qualification process, which is like the team is gonna be qualifying the lead. Like we have an entire back end quality assurance team that is gonna be doing nothing but just listening to the call recordings of these callers, and they qualify the leads based on the four pillars like the asking price, timeline, motivation, and the property condition. So whenever they see that there is an unqualified lead or like a very cold lead, they're not going to be approving it. And one of the best thing about Superhuman PPL compared to any PPL provider is that like more like 95% of the providers, when they sell like leads, they usually run TikTok ads, YouTube ads, Facebook ads, and they capture the lead and they sell it on their programs. And we tried this PPL before. While we are working on Superhuman PPL, we had to try like multiple different sources to know how our product is going to look like. So what we noticed about the other providers is that the connection rate is really low. Like when a seller submits their information on a website, when you call them back, it's usually very hard to get hold of the seller because like no, like you were the first person to call them, like they have not been called before. But with Superhuman PPL, we have like an in-house team of callers that is going to be calling these sellers first, qualify them, ask them a bunch of questions, and then send them to our clients. Tani says, how do you qualify the leads? Can you go more into detail on that? So the team is going to be qualifying the leads based on four pillars: the asking price, timeline, motivation, and property condition. So basically, like when the team gets the lead, when they are talking to the seller, they're gonna ask them like a bunch of questions about like this four pillars. And then, like for an example, if a seller is asking for an asking price that is above the market value and they have no motivation, and at the same time they're looking to sell the property within a year and the property condition is perfect, it's going to be considered as an unqualified lead because none of the pillars have been achieved. On the other hand, if another seller is asking for a good price, like a deal, like a price that is below the market value, at the same time, they have like a good motivation. For an example, they're looking to move out, they have like financial distress, they have any medical issues, and at the same time, they can sell the property within like 30 days or 60 days or 90 days, and the property needs work, so that's going to be considered as a hot lead. So this is the type of qualified leads that I'm talking about. Guys, I'm trying to answer the questions from Facebook, so if anyone is asking any other questions outside of Facebook, I'm not going to be able to see this. Tani says, where do you get your data? We have multiple sources. We have a data mining company that we work with, and they provide us with the highest quality data. That's the first source. Second source, we get data from the county websites. Our team, like when they get to know that there's a client wants to get leads in a specific market or a specific county, they're gonna go to the county websites related to this market, and then they're gonna be getting the data for probates, code violations, evictions, divorce, absentee owners, and then they're gonna scrape this data. They're gonna skip trace it. They're gonna stack it, and then they're gonna put it for the callers to call. Ask me questions, guys. Juan said, "Are the lists nationwide? Are we able to pick where we get leads from?" Absolutely, yes. You can pick up like markets, preferably metros, because and preferably to have multiple markets, because the more markets we're gonna have, the more opportunities we're gonna be able to get you. So yes, we can work in whatever market you have. Doesn't have to be specific markets. Tani says, how many leads do we get per day on average? So that depends on the package that you're requesting. So we have our packages start at 23 leads, and you choose like the duration of time that you need to receive these leads. So some people choose to get like these leads in a week, some other people choose to get it in a month. So that's gonna be depending. And then let's say if you chose to get like 20 leads in a week, 5 working days, that's gonna be 5 leads every day. Or if you're talking about the company in general, how many leads like Superhuman PPL generates every day, the company generates over like 1,800 leads to 1,000 leads every day, if not more. Tani says, or we do just pay for amount we want. Example, I want 50 leads kind of thing. I would say yes and no, because there is an entry price or like a minimum purchasing, which is 23 leads. So as long as you're gonna be exceeding the 23 leads, you can get 24, 25, 40, 50, whatever number of leads, as long as it's gonna be over 23 leads. And there is a reason behind this, which is because when someone requests specific number of leads, it has to exceed the 23 leads for one reason, which is we get an entire team to work on generating this lead. So for an example, when someone requesting like particular amount of leads, we cannot get an entire campaign ongoing and like an entire team working for them eventually to get them only 5 or 7 leads. That's why there is a minimum purchasing amount of leads. One say, are the leads sent to multiple people? Absolutely no. As I said, every single like whenever like we're not even generating the leads before the client comes. So the first thing happens is that the client come to us, and then second thing we start a campaign for them. So every single lead that is being sent to a client is gonna be just for the client. No one else would have access to it, but just the client. I'm trying to go over the questions right now and all over social media. Hey, CC, we cannot hear you. Ali is asking, what is the company name? The company name is Superhuman PPL.
That is a list
What's up, Mo?
of items that
We're
the
doing.
city wants you to, fix, right? The items they is,
Can you hear me?
you should have us. I just emailed over
Mo, say something.
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear you now. Okay, technical difficulties are gone. I couldn't see the comments on my side, so I just jumped on Aaron's side.
Awesome.
What were you guys doing? You guys were role playing?
Yes, we were playing. Danny's saying, dang, Cici is gonna lead the replay.
Hey, Ani, can you still hear anything in the background? Sweet.
Danny says it's too good, anyone can do it. Yeah, anyone can do it, but the only ones that literally can do it is that the people that take action. Like some people have like tens of scripts and they're not doing anything. The most important thing is to take action. That's what I always say. I've known like a lot of people that is doing like that are doing real estate investment and they're not doing anything because they're not taking actions. Every single day they make like a lot of plans. Every single day they make a lot of decisions. Then they end up like just doing nothing, you know.
Yeah. They're not really about the action. Teoni, did you ask a would you rather? What is our would you rather for today? While we're waiting for Aaron to come back. She said, oh, I got y'all. I was racing home trying to get on this live. Okay, here's the would you rather. Would you rather lose your sight or all your memories? Oof.
That's a hard one.
I'm gonna have to go with memories because you can create new ones.
Yeah, but like remember if you lost all of your memories, you're gonna even lose the memories with the ones you love. That's the problem.
Yeah, but if they're the real ones, then you'll find a way to reconnect.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
But I see what you're saying. So you'd be okay with the memories you have today and being blind?
No. No. Absolutely no.
Teoni said, what if you don't remember your own kids? Look. I'm just kidding. If you're watching this, I'm just kidding. She said, imagine you forget your kids and you come back and don't like you come back and don't like them. That's so funny. That'd be crazy to imagine. Callie would probably match my energy. She probably wouldn't like me back.
Cici, can you tell us about the fleets we have, like you have right now in our iRightTX? Because probably in November I'm gonna be in San Antonio, November, December. So I need to like what type of cars we have here, so you know like, we can pick up one when I come.
Oh, for sure. Just tell me the date so I can block off and it's that way it doesn't get reserved. But we have a Cadillac Escalade, a Colorado Z71, the Corvette, a BMW 5 Series. We have a Ford F-150, Ford Bronco, Ford Expedition Premium Edition. What am I missing? Oh, we have a Range Rover. I mean, there's a size. There's a size for every occasion. It just depends on what. I mean, you guys don't have kids, so Yes, we
Yeah.
rent cars. The company is called iRideTX Car Rentals. It's based out of San Antonio and surrounding areas. And Saturday, this past Sunday was the first day that we had all of the vehicles rented. So that was a milestone.
Oh yes, for real.
Tiani says, I'm lying. I know you rent cars. Shout out to iRide, connecting you to what matters most. But no, Mo, you just got to let me know which one you want. I'll put I'll put the site in the comments and check it out whenever you can. I don't know where it goes, but oh, here we go. Okay, we need to update Aaron's photo right here because
Yeah, it's been too old.
this is looking very catfish. This does not even look like him.
That one was 2021, right?
You know, I have no idea. I've never seen him wear either of those, so it must have been before me. Was any dials made? Did Aaron call anyone yet?
No, not yet. We were going over the script and we were like role playing.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
He should be back soon. So for everyone watching, comment where you guys are from. We have quite a few people on here. So comment the city that you guys are in. New York. Des says New York. What part of New York? I've actually only been to the part that connects to Canada. I think it's called Buffalo. Egypt. Dallas. We'll be in Dallas this weekend. One. The Bronx. Oh, here we go. The Bronx. I've never been to the Bronx, but I've heard the food is amazing in New York. Someone was just telling me last week something about a chopped cheese sandwich that's a must try in New York, and something else. I can't remember the name of it, but it's bought at the bodegas from what I've heard. But Des, what is a must try food from the Bronx? Barbara says Nashville, Tennessee. Also never been there. Juan says, what brings you all? Will you be at an event? This coming up weekend? No, it is. We're filming some content out there. And so we'll be meeting with some other members in the community. And I want to say, well, I don't know if I'm supposed to say, so let me not say. But we're going to be making content out there. Mo, when are you guys coming to San Antonio?
We're planning to come to San Antonio probably November, December.
Like late November?
Yes, whether like late November or mid-December.
Nice.
Yep.
It's going to be cold compared to where you are.
I think like the weather in San Antonio is similar a little bit to where I live.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like,
it was really hot out there when we were out there.
Because you guys came in the middle of the summer. So that's why it was like really hot there. The worst part about it was the humidity. The humidity was super hard. You know, like you were sweating everywhere once you move a couple of steps.
Yeah, for sure. San Antonio is not that humid, but it has its moments.
Yep. I think Houston is gonna be like it's gonna be like more humid, right?
Houston, anywhere that's around water, it tends to be more humid.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This.
Guys, you can ask me anything. I'm an open book. Aaron should be back, but I'm here
Tayani
right now.
says,
So you can ask me anything.
Tayani says, TC, tell the fam about yourself, goals, and Aaron, and Aaron working on. What questions do you all have for CC?
Yeah, you guys can ask me anything. You'll be seeing me more often on the lives. I'll be attending as many as I can, and next month I'll be fully present. Maybe I'll even make some calls.
Let's go.
And I love that Tayani put an update here for everyone wondering where Aaron is. He's downstairs. He's working on our portfolio that came into our team, and so the seller, he got the seller on the phone, so they just had to have that call. But he'll be back. Des says pretty much anything in the Little Italy section of the Bronx is delish. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. For whenever we go. Jen is in our community, and she was just telling me last weekend that the Bronx is a must go to if you've never been. But she was the one who was telling me about the food, and I can't remember what the name of it was. Albert says, what is the name of the person in charge of acquisitions manager? Is he asking specifically, like in our business, or the title of the person in charge of acquisitions manager? Mo, give us a would you rather.
Albert says your business. We have 5 acquisitions, brother. We have like 5 acquisitions managers right now.
Well, those are acquisition reps, but there's one acquisition manager.
Yes, that's right.
That's Mr. Right. Dukes, Miles Dukes.
That's right.
The chief of underwriting, as he loves to say.
He's literally like underwriting for half of the community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we even host a call on Wednesdays, actually, beginning next Wednesday, comping and underwriting, and Miles takes the lead with that call in our community.
That's going to be phenomenal. Everyone is going to get a lot of value from this call.
Yes, 12 p.m. CST every Wednesday. Miles has the throne. Can you guys hear Aaron in the background? He's so loud.
I cannot hear him.
No? Okay.
Yep. Bro's fighting with the seller right now. He hasn't been responding to us for the past like 3 days right now. We called him like 5-6 times every day.
Sometimes it be like that.
Right.
But we're grateful that he's on the phone now. So
that's right. That's right. Challenges.
Yep.
Name it the game.
Dang, Aaron's mouse is cray-cray. It's like going all over the place. Juan asked a question. What work of action would you all recommend to someone getting started?
That's a good question.
I know for me, maybe 18 months ago, I didn't even know what wholesaling was. So for me, before I invested in anything, I would YouTube things or TikTok things and learn and get familiar with the verbiage. And I would write down any questions I had and then ask someone that I knew could give me the answer or point me in the direction of someone who could give me the answer. So I would say research, especially if you're not planning to fully give your attention to wholesaling. If you don't have the time to dedicate to it 100%, learn what you can on the side. But if you are there and you're ready to commit, then invest in a community or a coach, just depending on where you're at in business. A lot of people will, when they're first learning, they will find a deal and pass it to someone, and that ends up being a JV to where you can learn the process. That's one way that you can learn also. If you find a JV partner that's willing to show you the ropes, if you're not part of a community. But I mean, you can come to the Superhuman wholesalers community.
I had an entire post today about this in our school app community. Like
Really?
an entire, if you are getting started with $0, like with literally no budget. So what I would do is that it's just like the entire thing is about two things. It's about marketing and about knowledge. When you have like the right knowledge and apply them to the marketing strategies you have, you're gonna be able to get eventually closings, right? So for the knowledge, the best way to get it, if you have $0 as an investment, like as an investment funds, I would say it's gonna be YouTube. Go to YouTube, watch like every single video, like like learn, take notes, like get scripts, like get the contracts, get everything. And that's about YouTube. That's about the free part of the knowledge. And then the second thing is going to be the marketing. The easiest way to do it with $0 without like spending any money into skip tracing, into a dialer, into VAs, into leads or anything, is we can go to Zillow.com, search for properties that is for sale by owner, and then like you're gonna be able to find the contact information of the seller there. You're not gonna have to skip trace or pay any money. Just call them from your cell phone, make them an offer that is like, let's say 65, between 50 to 65% of the estimate price, and just make 5 offers every day, and that's gonna be it. Within 3 months, I can guarantee that you're gonna close your first deal if you applied the knowledge that you had from the videos, and at the same time every single day you are being dedicated to make offers on daily basis.
Yeah, Juan, did you get all of that? That was a long answer, but it's out there, especially if you have not a big budget for it. There's multiple ways that you can get started. Tayani says, find a JV partner in the market you want to be in and learn from them. Albert asked, do you guys call in every state or just Texas? I want to say the portfolio is in Ohio. Yeah.
Yes. So right now our main markets like Texas, metros, and Ohio.
Albert says, you are giving away the gold, Mo.
Appreciate it, Albert.
Tayani, are you still here? How did you learn? How did you get started? This live, it's going to be at least another hour. Once Aaron gets back, we'll start making live dials. Tayani says she took a course and then dialed. Joined a community.
You're missing one thing, Tani. Hire Superhuman PPL. And you were there.
She said, back in my day, we didn't have such greatness. Oh, stop. She swears that she's old. She's the youngest one on this live. It was manual hard dialing. These youngins have it so good. That's hilarious.
When I started like 4 years ago, in the first 2 months, I had like 6 properties under contract, and all of them fell through. Like when you have something that you never thought that you would have. That was my situation when I had like 6 properties under contract in the first 60 days of me wholesaling. and then all of them fell through. None of them closed, and I
Okay,
was
so
like,
what did that feel like? Was it were they a portfolio or was it all
no, no,
separate?
it's like six different sellers, six different contracts. I
Okay.
did really like, like I was working really hard on acquisitions that time. And then when they fell through, I was really disappointed. I thought that the game was like, like you talk to a seller, look them up, no matter the price, and then just assign this contract to a seller. And what I
Mhm.
realized after that, after all of them fell through, is that numbers are like, literally, numbers is one of the most important things in the entire game right now. Because like when you look up a deal in the wrong price, in the wrong number, it's not just like you losing a deal. It's like you're losing time, you're losing money, you're losing energy. You're just, like you're just thinking that like you get promised, right? You get promised that you have like six contracts, you're gonna collect this amount of assignment fees, and eventually it ends up
Mhm.
like for you getting nothing.
Oh my God. Okay, so what was the timeline like for these 6 deals?
The timeline was like, I remember the least one was 45 days, and the longest one was 60 days, and none of them literally closed.
So what did that feel like
I
when the
was, I
sixth
was gonna,
one fell through?
that was really hard. That was really tough.
How did you stay positive in that moment?
I took like a week or so. I took it off. Then like I was searching for the gap in my knowledge.
Mhm.
I was like trying to see where's the problem, like so I can work on it. Then I realized that my numbers were totally wrong.
Mo, what is your ethnicity?
Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, just got a text message from a seller. Be right back, okay? Just give me 1 moment.
Okay, it's just me. And then there was one. Someone asked me something. Any questions? Who's all on this live? Albert, are you actively wholesaling? Our community is called Superhuman Wholesalers. Yes, sir. I can put it in the chat as well. Des says there's a lot of gurus selling Swiss cheese courses. Tayani, seems like you got lucky. It's hard to know who's legit these days. Yeah, cannot disagree with you, Des. Albert, maybe give it a little more thought. You could always book a strategy session with Aaron, and he can give you or answer any questions you have, or give you any information that that you don't have already. And maybe it's a good fit. I can send you. Actually, just send Aaron a DM, and then he'll get you set up with his strategy session link. Mario White says, licensed realtor in GA, 5 years wholesaling for 6 years, wanting to connect with others. I love it. So what do you prefer, Mario? Do you prefer the retail or do you prefer wholesaling? Because you said You've been a licensed agent for 5 years, wholesaling for 6. Which one do you have a preference, or do you like both? Tayani says, these courses will tell you you need more than you do. It's simple, not easy, but simple. Where I feel most people fail is they get shiny object syndrome and switch systems and processes before they see results. Minimum 12-month dedication. I love that. Mario said wholesale. For real. Oh. But retail is good too, just an exit strategy. Guys left me all by myself. Are you guys? Oh, you're back.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Albert is saying, are you guys hiring for acquisitions reps? Not right now. We're gonna be hiring again within 3 to 6 months from now.
Des says information overwhelm for sure. I'm guilty of having shiny object syndrome myself. Juan says, what would be some pros to getting real estate license in order to wholesale? Well, you don't need your license. Yeah, you don't need your license to wholesale. However, if you are a licensed agent, that is an exit strategy. You could list them. So was it good news?
No, not really. That was a seller that I made offer to. That was gonna be $15,000 offer, and he was calling me to let me know that he's still talking to his sister.
That's not bad news.
Not too bad. Yes, not too bad, but yet too early to celebrate.
Yeah, that's true.
Albert says, what is the comp plan for your acquisitions reps? The comp plan, that depends on what market they're gonna be in. So right now we do Texas, we do Ohio, and likely the comp plan is gonna be that's gonna be depending on the condition, of course, but likely it's gonna be 65% like times the ARV minus the assignment fee that we're looking to make on the particular year. So it's like really varies.
I think he's asking more for internal reps. But I mean, we wouldn't disclose that on a live. Yeah, we definitely wouldn't disclose that on a live just for their confidentiality.
He says compensation plan. I thought that he was talking about comping properties, like if we have a plan about this. How is it? So this is asking, how is it possible to do this virtually without having a team or boots on ground? This is not gonna be like, why would you do this virtually and same time like you live anywhere in America? Like like usually when we promise, like when we tell someone to start, usually we tell them to start in their own market so they can have the availability to like walk through properties, to talk to sellers physically live. It's gonna be way much better than starting like in a virtual market, because in a virtual market you're gonna have to get boots and grounds. You're gonna have to get people representing you during the walkthrough. If you looked up the deal, you're gonna have to get people to represent you during the closing. So like it's a lot of process.
Not that it's impossible though. You could JV with other members if you're a part of a community. You can just keep making connections until you do have boots on the ground, or at least a reliable source.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's not impossible, but it's definitely not going to be easy.
Yes.
Oh, that's actually what they put too. Do we just
Do-
JV with other members in the community? Yeah.
Yep.
So are you guys going to be here for the Q4 retreat?
It's gonna be in December.
Mm-hmm.
What day in December is it gonna be?
It is the, I want to say, hold on, let me pull it up exactly so I don't misquote. It is December 12th through the 16th. So we put the 12th and the 16th as buffer days, just in case people are coming from out of town. But it'll really be like the 13th through the 15th.
I think we're gonna be able to make it, yeah, because the our goal is to be there like maximum by end of November or 1st of December.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. That's gonna be so fun.
Yes.
Have you ever been in Texas?
No.
Nadine's coming with you?
What was that?
Is wifey coming with you?
Yes, absolutely. I go nowhere without Nadine.
Is she excited?
She is. She really is.
Mario asked a question. Which list do you guys prefer? Cold call.
Stacked list is the best. And when I say stacked, I mean that like you pull multiple lists and you get to see the name of the owners that appeared on more than 2 lists. So let's say you pull right now 2,000 absentee owners, 2,000 tired landlords in the same area under the same criteria, and then you get to see like who are common between the two sellers. So let's say Mark Johnson, we have him in the absentee owner, and we have Mark Johnson in tired landlord. It means that Mark Johnson is very distressed. His name appeared on like multiple lists. Aaron still talking to this seller?
Yes, I can
That's
hear
a
him.
that's a $300,000 assignment fee deal, if not
Let us
more.
pray. Yeah, he's got me nervous up here because I can hear him talking. We need another question. You coming? Back so soon.
Oh, dang, y'all been holding it down. What's good?
Bro, I need to know what happened with the seller. That's the
Man,
300.
bro. Okay, so I didn't realize that I guess some of it was caught on camera. Was it captured?
No, just a few seconds.
Well, I mean, regardless, it's good. So basically, it's a deal that we're working, and we're trying to negotiate all sides of the deal. And this is our seller for a residential package that we have under contract, and the seller's wanting they're wanting a price that's higher than what we were under contract for. And so, it's that balance between, okay, can we still profit from this deal if we give them what they're asking, but at the same time it's going against what we're under contract for, so leveraging that as well. And so it's exciting, but the call ended well, and we have an agreed price that we're going to be moving forward with, presenting to our buyer. So we're going to see if we can make something happen with it.
Okay, so bro,
go ahead.
Can you give us like some value? So in such case, are you gonna have to send like another purchase and sale agreement to the seller, or are we gonna stick to the same purchase agreement?
So it depends on what the purchase price is. If the biggest, like the big thing that we're talking about right now is whether or not we can purchase the property or close on the properties with the current purchase agreements.
Mm-hmm. So I'm saying, like, let's say for an example, if we looked up the property at $100,000, and then the seller came back and says, yeah, I need to get 110,000, and then we found a buyer for 120. So we were gonna make $20,000, but because the seller wanting to get 110 instead of 100, we're gonna have to make like $10,000 right now. So at this point, do we have to send a new purchase agreement to the seller for $110,000 and then assign it at 120, or can we still stick to the $100,000 contract, and then during the closing day, the buyer is gonna be paying like 110 for the seller and then 10,000 for me?
Yeah, in that case, the contract would remain the same. There's no additional contract that's needed because the underlying contract still allows for us to assign our interest in the property to somebody else. So yeah, and their price doesn't change. The only time an amendment or an addendum would be needed on a property or on a contract is if something about the contract needed to change. But in this case, nothing needed to change. So the vehicle that we would utilize to be able to wholesale the property is an assignment contract. And that assignment contract is signed between us, the wholesaler, and the buyer.
Got you. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. Now, the assignment contract will reference and is connected to the purchase and sale agreement, the original purchase and sale agreement.
Got you.
So we have a vested interest in the original purchase agreement, and then we're assigning our interest through the assignment contract. So whenever we assign our interest to another buyer and we collect an assignment fee, it's not necessary for us to make any changes to the original purchase agreement.
Oh, yeah, got you. Okay, makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Des Cardi says, how is it possible to do? Did y'all answer these questions already? Des Cardi says, how is it possible to do this virtually without a team or boots on the ground? Y'all answered that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. What's good, y'all? We're about to start. I'm about to go live on TikTok really quick, and then I guess we could still make dials. It's 8 p.m., but we can make dials, right?
We can make a couple of calls. I think we're gonna have to be making dials in Texas. Just in Texas.
All right, bet. Let's run it up. Mario Big E, what's good, Brody? What's good, Brody? All right. Aaron, did they agree to contract a price or want to stay with their proposed? asking. They want their proposed asking, period. We can counter offer based off what our final offer is from our buyer. What's good? What's good, y'all? What's good? All right, so let's go ahead and get into the live dials. We had left off in the script. Do you remember where we left off, Mo?
I think these were the qualifying questions.
I think we got past that and got to placing them on hold.
Oh, yes, you made me an offer, and I told you that like you were trying to make me an offer for 100,000, and we stopped at that. You like I don't want to go below 100,000. You made me 80,000, and I wanted 100,000.
Okay, got you. All right, so we'll go over the rest of the contract, not the contract, the script tomorrow. But I do want to emphasize something that we did go over, and that is place the seller on hold whenever you're on the call. As far as it depends upon you, do your best to place the seller on hold whenever you finish qualifying, because that's going to allow you to let the emotions simmer down a little bit. It'll allow you some time to breathe and then run your comps on the property. And that will allow you to come back. Now, the carrot that's going to hold them on the phone is we're going to see if we can get this property approved for a cash offer. So they're waiting on an approval, and that's kind of like the carrot that holds them. And so 9 times out of 10, they'll hold when you say, I'm going to place you on a brief hold. Let me see if I can get you qualified for a cash offer. I'm going to be right back. 1 second. And then boom, you just take it. And oftentimes they'll just go with the flow.
That's gonna make them even feel that you have a process, like
That's
you're
right.
not doing numbers.
Yeah, that's right. Mo's always dropping gems, y'all. And so now what that allows you to do is run your numbers, and then now you can come back with the offer presentation and say, hey Mo, I'm back. So good news, I did get a cash approval for to make you an offer, so we could pay all the closing costs and then get into the feature benefits. There's no realtor fees. We can close in 30 days or less, and it looks like similar properties to yours we're selling for, and then insert the price, and that's the offer.
Even if you're gonna be making a no offer, just make sure to put them on hold, because if you keep on throwing numbers without like placing them on hold, that's gonna make them feel that you're just throwing numbers. Like you're not serious. So imagine if you tell me right now I'm gonna purchase your property at 100,000, then I told you no. Then you tell me 110,000, then I told you no. Because I'm gonna feel like you're not serious. You're just playing.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. 100%. Arturo says, I'm just here to watch Aaron teach us how to make the average American salary in 30 minutes or less again. Dang. I like this energy.
So Mo was telling us earlier that the most disappointing time for him was when he had 6 deals locked up and all 6 of them fell through.
Yeah.
It was a disaster of my
I'm
life.
not laughing at you.
Yeah, it happens, man. It happens when it rains and pours. But, in the end,
flowers come, rainbow come.
Yeah, your worst day can only be 24 hours.
Bro, I love it.
Life
I love this.
and life is seasons. Life is seasons.
Right.
So
Get after the bad times to feel the good times.
I need them vibes. Good
vibes.
Let me send you some leads right now from Superhuman PPL.
I already have some, bro.
For real? You got some in Texas?
Just said golden nugget.
Yeah. Yeah, I have some in Texas.
Okay, awesome. Let's run it.
Cheers, Aaron.
Cheers.
You're on here too.
What's good? What's good?
There's cameras everywhere. Tiani asked a good would you rather earlier.
All right, what is it? Hit me.
It was would you rather lose your sight or all of your memories?
Ooh.
Would you rather lose your sight or all of your memories?
Ooh.
Guess what I chose? If you know me, what did I choose?
I would say you said sight. You would rather lose your sight than your memories.
Your call has been forwarded
What?
to voicemail.
You said
I
memories?
thought you knew me.
You said memories?
Shaking my head. You're gonna publicly embarrass us. I'm just kidding. No, I did not. I said I would rather lose the memories because I can create new ones. And then Tiani was like, "Well, what if your kids don't like you don't like your kids when you come back?"
Dang. I mean, yeah, I guess I don't know you, but I mean, that's crazy.
Nonchalant.
That's crazy. Yeah, that is crazy.
Wait, what would you?
That says you failed the newlywed game. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Genius on TikTok said they would rather lose their memories.
I respect it. I respect it. But yeah,
So you'd rather lose your
Daniel
sight?
says, nah, E just lost his memories. That's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, nah, I would, yeah.
No comeback.
Yeah, I would choose man, I don't know. Man, my heart says a sight though, for sure.
You're content with all the memories you've made so you could be blind for the rest of your life?
With some memories.
Yeah,
Why
but the
would you
memories
do that?
make me who I am, so I'd be able to make the most of it. So but I see the practicality of what you're saying though.
Arturo said, I ain't trying to remember everything I can't see.
Yeah. I mean, y'all are making a good point. That's a really good point. Shoot.
They didn't answer? You're going to double tap?
Yeah. All right, we double tapping them. That's hilarious. All right, Daniel says, I'd lose my memories and gain some new ones. My memories are meaningful, but my sight is even more.
Yep.
I like that.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Yeah, I
The
said
person
not
you're trying to
remembering
reach
don't
is not
mean it didn't
available.
happen.
Facts. I see the perspectives.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
That's a cool voicemail.
Louis says, let's see Sierra on the phones. What?
Not today, friend. I did say that maybe they would hear me on the phone soon.
Sierra's cold on the phones.
I have made a live call before. You triple tapped it?
Yeah.
Up to the next one.
We need another would you rather.
All right, on to the next one. Let's get it. Bonnie Keys.
That's a cool name.
Daniel says you forgot the voicemail. Dang, I sure did. I sure did. You're right.
Hello?
Hey, Bonnie.
Yes?
Hey, Bonnie, it's Aaron.
Aaron.
Yes, ma'am. I was calling about the property there on Retreat Boulevard. I just wanted to see if you were still interested in buying it or interested in selling it because we might be interested in buying it.
Well, I'll sell it, but I need $45,000 for it. I mean, if you're not willing to pay that for it, it's worth a lot more. Then I wouldn't waste your time because I get 2 or 3 offers a week on it.
I believe it.
That I need. I've got a lot of money in it, and I traded another lot in for it.
Mm-hmm.
And we paid taxes and insurance on it for 20 years and homeowners fees. I mean, I've got a lot. I've got about $65,000 in it and over the years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I want about 45 for it, or I'm in no hurry. So taxes are all current, insurance is current, homeowners is current.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everything is fine. It's a view lot property up in the foothills.
Mm-hmm.
It's in a gated community,
Mm-hmm.
golf course, swimming pools, tennis courts, restaurants, condos if you need to rent for the night. You know, I mean, it's a nice piece of property with the view out the back, you know,
Mm-hmm.
of the canyon. So, but there's a lot of real cheap lots down there in the bottom that are not even a tray on them, flat around the driveways. You know, this is not one of those. But if you want a cheap lot, that's what I'd go for.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Bonnie, does the property have electrical and water on the actual lot, or does it come to the street?
I think it just comes to the street. We were going to build on it till my husband got sick, and then we couldn't. I know it goes to the street, and I know there's an electrical box on the property, you know. But as hookups, I don't think it's hooked up to city sewer or anything yet.
Okay. And you said you were asking how much for the property?
Yeah, I need 45 for it.
And are you negotiable on that?
No, that's what I need out of it is 45. I have an offer sitting in there for 40, and I didn't take it. So I'm in no hurry. You know, I've had it for this long, so.
Why didn't you take the $40,000 offer? I'm just asking while I'm running these numbers.
Because I want 45 for it. Again, I know there's cheaper lots, and somebody lowballed a couple of lots out there just trying to get rid of them, which, you know, brings everybody's property values down. But, you know, there's a lot of cheap lots out there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I need at least 45 for that one, and that's a loss for me.
Got you. And if we were able to give you the 45,000 and we did it on terms, is that something you would consider?
Yeah.
Okay. And what would that look like? What would be something that makes sense if we were to do terms?
Gosh, I've never thought about it. I don't know. Just make me an offer, and I'll be glad to look at it.
Okay. Well, it looks like I have all the information I need to go ahead and get you that offer, Bonnie. I'm just going to place you on a brief hold, and let me see what I can get this qualified for, and I'm going to be right back, okay? One moment.
Okay.
Thank you, Bonnie. 1 second. Okay, so I don't know. I'm seeing other lots that are selling in the area for like 32, 22, 19, 29. Granted, hers is developed already and it has a nice concrete circular driveway. And so I could see what she's saying in that this is like a premium. So I'm like, I don't know, 45 seems to be a little bit higher than what I'm seeing in the marketplace. But what if we could do terms here where we could do a $5,000 down payment, and then sell it to somebody else on terms, and then make like a $5,000 or $10,000 arbitrage fee. You know what I mean, for arbitraging the down payment. Like, in other words, we offer her like $2,500 down payment, and then finance the rest over a 24-month period, and then then somebody else pays an arbitrage fee of like 5 to 10K for us, which technically would be our assignment fee. And then they would pay off the rest of it on their terms that match the original note.
I would say if she's asking for 45,000, let's make her an offer for 5,000 terms, and then we can sell it back for 15,000, so we can make 10,000 on it.
All right, let me just see what other properties are because that's all of the vacant land. Hey, Bonnie, are you there?
I'm here.
I haven't forgot about you. I'm almost finished running the numbers. I'm going to be right back, okay?
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, thank you, Bonnie.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just play with these numbers a little bit in the sense of because I want to see all of the property that's sold in this area. And right now it's only showing me vacant land. And ideally, if we can see something that has sold with the structure on it, that'll give us an idea of what its value could be. Okay, we have a residential property in the area, similar lot size, and it sold for $395,000. So, do you have your calculator? Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. So let's run these numbers real quick on this offer. If properties with a similar lot size are selling for $395,000, if we were to move this property for 20% of that, that's $79,000. How much is she asking?
45.
Okay, let's say this is a more conservative area. It says 395. Let's say we can move it at 12%. 47. So in a worst case scenario, we make $2,000, $3,000. In a best case scenario, we make like $25,000, $30,000 if we offer the 45.
Is it gonna be like a cash deal, or are we gonna offer her terms? Because my thought is if we are like, if we can sell this for $47,000, we can look it up at $45,000 in terms, and then we can sell it back at, let's say, $47,000. We can tell her that the down payment is gonna be, let's say, $5,000, and then we can sell it at a down payment of, let's say, $20,000. So you're not only making $3,000, you're making $3,000 plus the down payment, because she does have the intention to do terms.
Okay.
And correct me if I'm mistaken.
Okay, I'll make her both offers right now. Hey, Bonnie.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have good news.
Okay.
I have two offers for you. And so what that looks like is offer number one is I could do 45. I can do $5,000 cash.
Okay.
And wait, did I say that wrong, Mo?
No, it's good. It's good. $45,000 cash.
We could do $45,000 cash, or we could offer you financing and do $45,000 financed with a $5,000 down payment, and it would be equal monthly payments for 24 months.
Well, either one of them. My sister's a broker. I just want her to look at it first, and if it checks out, okay. I would rather just take one lump sum cash, but I'm okay to finance too. So.
Okay, got you. Now, I'll be honest with you. If normally I would prefer to be a little bit lower, but I do see the potential of this property, and so if everything is good to go and we can move forward with the paperwork, how soon are you looking at us opening escrow and getting the process started?
Right away. I mean, there's no reason for me to hold back.
Okay. Awesome. So we'll go ahead and draw up the paperwork and send it over to you. And do you have any questions, any concerns, observations?
No, I just have to, check it out to make sure it's not a scam because there's so many of them going around right now. But I'll just have it looked at, and if it looks okay, I'm good to go.
Okay, got you. And you said that you're going to have your sister look at it?
My sister's a broker, yeah.
Okay.
She won't have anything to do with the deal. She'll just, make sure it's valid.
Okay. Okay, well, I can have this sent over to you, and do you have a couple minutes so that we can review it together right now?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm just going to place you on hold really quick. Let me just get some of the basic items in the paperwork, and then I'll send it over to your email just to make sure it was delivered to you, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, one moment. Okay, so what's that?
I was talking to my husband.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm placing you on a hold.
Okay, thank you. I just got an offer for $45,000 cash on that property. Yeah, okay. That's what I told them. They're going to send over the stuff, and I'll have Sandy look at it. And check it.
Okay, so hear me out. This is what I'm thinking, y'all.
I just want to make sure it's empty before I put it in there. Just put it on the counter.
We have multiple properties in the area
because there's always some in the bottom
that have sold for $359, $410. Now there are other vacant properties that have sold for like 34,000, 27,000, 27,530. I see another one for 19,000. But these are much smaller and they're not developed. So I see us being able to move this.
Let me ask you this: for the comps that we're looking at, for the ARV that we're looking at, like for the properties that have been sold for 410 and 390, are this similar lot size as ours?
Yeah. Yes, that's what I'm saying. There are similar lot size to us, and then the ones that have sold at a lower price range are smaller, not only smaller, but undeveloped.
So $45,000 on terms, $5,000 down payment. It leaves us with $40,000 divided by 24. That's gonna be $1,666. That's the monthly payments, right? So we can like how much do you think we can sell it for if we're gonna be if we're gonna do like a creative finance deal?
I thought she was open to the cash offer too.
She's open to the cash offer.
She's good with financing it.
We can add a clause in there because she is okay with that, and then we'll market it both ways. You know what I'm saying? Because she's open. She's open to both.
That'd be very genius.
Mario said, "Let me dispo on investor lift."
All right, so All right, I'm just pulling up our electronic signature software, y'all, and I'm drawing up the paperwork. Do you have access to Dotloop? What's going on, the concierge?
LC is asking, what are you using to pull the comps?
I'm
Compared
using
to
PropStream.
PropStream? Okay.
Okay. Now, I want to make it clear that what makes this deal enticing is the fact that the price is a little bit high. I'm not going to lie, but I do feel like what makes it more enticing is that she's willing to accept a financing on the deal, which would allow us to make even more money. But I feel like we can, even at the cash offer here, it's a baby deal, but why not? Why not shoot our shot with it if we see some profit there? And again, what makes it enticing is she's open to allowing us to finance it. Now, what that means is our buyer pool opens up. If we can finance this thing, then now we can attract more buyers. Hey, Bonnie, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I just want to make sure that this is the correct property. So it's the 8116, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Lot 81, block 42.
It's 2 lots?
No, that's just the block and the lot number. Block 42, lot number 81.
Okay, understood.
I think it's 8112, yeah.
Do you have her email?
I'm gonna get it.
You're all not muted.
Bonnie, I'm gonna have you live while I update some of this paperwork, okay?
Okay.
I have some of my team members that are listening to this call because I'm also training them while I'm walking you through this process. Is that okay with you?
That's okay.
Hi, Bonnie.
That's Cece.
How's your day?
Hi, Cece. I'm fine, and you?
Amazing. The weather was beautiful today.
Oh, wasn't it? I hope it continues.
Okay, so I just put the address. Now the next thing that it's calling for is the legal description. So I'm pulling that up right now.
Lot 81, block 42, I think.
Yep, it's lot 81, block 42, and then it has the retreat phase.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay, so plugging that in there. All right, and we're saying a purchase price of 45,000.
Correct.
Okay, and normally the standard EMD is 1% of the purchase price, and so that would be $450.
Okay.
The total purchase price would be $45,000. So after the $450 is deposited for EMD, what would be required is $44,540 plus the closing cost that needs to be wired to escrow. Does that make sense?
Let me put you on speaker. Hold on.
Okay.
There it is. Sorry. My husband's standing here.
Hey there, how are you? I'm imagining you're Mr. Keys.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Keys. My name's Aaron.
Say hi, Aaron. Hi.
Okay, and so should I just continue? Do you want me to review that? Do you want me to review that so Mr. Keys can hear it?
Yes, that would be nice.
Okay, so the purchase price is $45,000. The EMD is normally 1% of the purchase price, so that's $450, and we're gonna deposit that. And so that EMD goes towards the purchase of the price, meaning that whenever we close, we wire $44,550 to title.
Okay, I know it takes longer, but I don't want to give out my bank account numbers. We've been scammed before. I need a cashier's check if that's okay.
You don't have to give me any of that information. If anybody asks for that information other than the title company or a licensed escrow agent, you should run the other way.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
all I care about. Okay.
that's right. So I'm not a licensed escrow officer, so I would never ask you for that. So the way it works is we're doing this paperwork together so you can review it and you can show it to your sister.
Okay.
But I'm just reviewing everything with you. So the way it will work is whenever we open up escrow, the title company, whenever we're ready to close, they're gonna ask for your routing number, and that's if you want to wire, or if you want to do a cashier's check. I think they do bank checks.
Okay. Well, as long as it's through a title company, I'm good with that.
Okay, yeah, everything happens through a licensed agent, so everything is above water. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay, got you. Then the next thing is the title company that we're going to be using is called Priority Title.
Okay.
All right, and then you said if we do come back and say that our funding partners want to do a more creative type deal or terms, you said you are okay with $45,000 in terms.
I'll look at it.
Okay.
I would never say no to that, but I would rather have it over and done with. But if that's what it takes, I'll be glad to work with them.
Okay. Okay, got you. I love it. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say and what would that look like? Would you be open to I guess we had already presented some terms a little earlier. What did you think about those?
You mean to pay it off in 2 years?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't have a problem with that.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the special provisions then.
$45,000 on 2 years is gonna be $1,875 a month. I'm just here to run the math.
All right, so I'm putting in the other terms that we also have an option to purchase the property on terms for how much money down?
Bro, if it's good without down payment, that's gonna be phenomenal.
I think what did we tell her though?
I think you said
5,000.
5,000.
We said 5,000. That's what we said.
Okay. We also have an option to purchase the property on terms for $5,000 down and monthly, equal monthly installments.
Yeah, that's
over the course of 24 months.
I can entertain that.
Okay. And so here's the good thing about that. Let's say we do decide to pivot to that, Bonnie. Then we would create an addendum that irons out the details of that agreement. But obviously, what's going to prioritize anything is our ability to do the lump sum, because I think that that's what you prefer, right?
Yes.
Okay, got you. And so I'm just wrapping it up right now. And so what I'm gonna need from you, Bunny, is I need your you're the one on title, correct?
Me and my husband both are on title.
Okay, so I only need one of your signatures to open escrow, but of course both of you are gonna need to be there to close. Is that
okay?
Is that gonna be possible?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So right now I only need your signature. So on record, what's your full name?
Bonnie Hensel Keys, Keese.
Okay, how do I spell Hensel?
Hensel. I'm sure that's what it says. My middle name is actually Bonnie Jean, but Hensel's my maiden name.
Okay.
And that's what my driver's license says.
Okay. And so Bonnie Hensel, and then your last name?
Keese, Keese.
Hensel is Hensel, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And then what is the okay?
I'm not giving him my bank account. No. That's going to be at the title company. It's going through a title company. I have the deed. Yeah.
This is why, guys. This is what.
I'm sorry.
You were unmuted.
Yeah. This
He
is.
doesn't hear the other side of the conversation.
This is why you have to be very transparent with your sellers, guys.
Get picky.
No, we completely understand. I'm not asking for anything that.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Gotcha.
I hear you.
Okay. All I need now, Bonnie, is your email.
It's just BonnieKeys@AOL.com. Don't laugh at.
You said that's an original email, huh?
Don't laugh at it.
Okay. All right. So I'm adding you right now to the loop. And so I am now adding you into the seller portion of the agreement. Boom. So I'm gonna assign that to Bonnie Hensel Keys.
Okay.
Let me see. Actually, let's see. Hold on. Let me just fix this. Seller. And then buyer would be Aaron Bevins. Okay, let me just do a quick review to make sure that I have everything in here. So it's gonna ask for whenever you're ready. Well, I'll review it with you right now, but it's gonna ask for your initials under each page. And then once you review and agree with everything that's in the paperwork, then you decide to move forward, then you can go ahead and just approve. And then we'll open up escrow. Okay, I just emailed it to you right now. Do you want to just check your email to see if you got it, Bonnie?
Okay, I'm walking into the office just a second.
Okay. Lewis says, do you use .loop? Yes, we use .loop.
Dennis said, how can you see more money financing?
Because our buyer's pool goes up. It's already a tight deal, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's already a tight deal. This is not a deal where like we're going in to make a whole lot of money. I think that as a wholesale deal, it's maybe $5,000. But I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? And then if we can finance it, think about it. It's a property that you can build a $350,000, $400,000 house on, and you're getting it for $45,000, and you only have to come out of pocket $5,000 right now, and then $1,800 a month while you build the property.
It's 16, bro. It's gonna be even like $1,666 a month.
Yeah,
that's the free money.
Yeah.
But she's motivated.
Yeah.
Even after being scammed.
Taking its time booting up for some reason. Let's see.
And y'all got to understand our purchase agreement allows us to put the property on the MLS, to utilize our auction software. It allows us to utilize JV partners, to use investor lift. We make it very explicitly clear what we're doing on these agreements so that we can move forward. Okay, let me know when you have it pulled up. That way we can review it together.
I do. I have it pulled up.
Okay, so let's just start with the top, shall we? And then we can just review it really quick because it's a standard agreement. Is that fair?
Yeah, I'm looking at the description of the premises. Okay.
Yep. So the property address we have it right there. Is that clear?
Yeah.
And then we have the legal description, and that we got that from public records. Then if you scroll down on section number 1, it says the purchase price is $45,000.
Okay.
And then the good faith deposit, aka the EMD, is $450.
Okay.
And then it says balance to be paid at closing is $45,000.
Correct. I got that.
Now you'll notice in under the section terms, underneath it, it brings out. You see that?
It just went away. Just 1 second here.
Okay. Lewis says, do you use Trek contracts when in Texas?
Again, where it says, wait a minute. Okay, I'm back.
Okay, got you. And so underneath the purchase price, do you see in that section that says terms?
Yes.
Right underneath it, there's a clause, and this is really important. It says closing costs, title fees, and other miscellaneous costs are to be paid in the following fashion, paid in full by buyer. So you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Okay. Then the next thing is if you want to scroll down to section number 5 or point number 5, and this is important as well. And it says property sold as is with no warranties implied or stated from seller.
Yeah, there's.
Okay. I'm just saying that basically that means that the property is sold in as is condition. There's no okay. All right. And then point number 6, it doesn't really apply to us because this is a vacant lot, but it says if property is vacant, seller shall provide buyer with a key. But again, that doesn't apply because this is a vacant lot. That's why, it doesn't apply to us.
It there's a security gate you have to get through, but
So I'm imagining that whenever we want to drive by the property, we just ask you for that.
no, you just go to the gate and tell them who you are and where you're going, and they'll pretty much let you in. They always let us in.
Okay. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right.
They will stop you though.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We actually like that.
Yeah, actually, I did too.
The
And if you're a golfer, there's a beautiful golf course. This is a Star golf course.
yeah, that's one of the things that I really appreciate about this area. I know that this is a high demand area.
And I believe, I'm not sure because this was 20 years ago, I think, when we bought that property. I think the golf privileges transfer with the sale.
Okay, beautiful.
If they do, and that's still there, but I'm not sure about that one. But there's something like that. It's been a long time.
Okay, awesome, awesome. And you'll see in section 8, if you go down to point number 8,
Yes.
it says the offer is contingent on the seller providing a clear, insurable, and marketable title. So as long as title is clear, we're good to go.
Okay. It's clear.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. And then if you look down, there's certain things that just don't apply, like section 10, where it says all leases, if applicable, to be provided to buyer. That just covers all bases, but it's not. We don't necessarily need that.
Okay.
And then the same thing with defects. Again, there's no structure on it, so we're not worrying about that. The insurance, we're not worried about that because there's no structure on it. Risk of loss, we're not worried about any of those things.
Yeah.
And so other than that, in section 22, where it says other terms, it says we also have an option to purchase the property on terms for $5,000 down and equal monthly installments over the course of 24 months.
Yeah, I see it on there.
So do you have any questions?
Not really.
Okay. All right. Well, basically what the next steps are, Bonnie, is if you don't have any questions, you can go ahead and you can click on start signing, and we can open up escrow as soon as you greenlight the paperwork.
Okay. So I just click where it says my name?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And so did you click it?
Yes.
Okay. And there should be a little icon that says next.
Sign. Why didn't it go? I don't see it next. Do I need to fill out this other stuff?
Yes, ma'am. It'll ask for you to initial each page.
I don't see a next.
Do you see where on the bottom of each page it says seller?
Oh, I see. Yes.
It just wants you to initial all of the pages.
Okay. So I just click okay.
Yes, ma'am. And you want to do that to all of the pages.
I think I did. Let's see. I think they're all clicked. Then I hit I'm done.
Yes, ma'am.
You skip 3 signatures. Okay, show me. I don't see where I skipped any of them. Okay. Maybe it goes back to the top. There's page 1.
All right, somebody's asking how much is EMD? EMD is $450. We have a clause in there that says EMD is deposited by our funding partners.
I didn't sign. 3 signature. Well, I clicked on all of them. And it says I didn't.
Somebody on TikTok says I'm ghetto.
Huh.
I'm ghetto? Dang, that's crazy. Somebody says he's ghetto.
Wow.
Well, it's
I thought she was answering to you.
right.
She's like, well.
So you skipped 3 signatures or initials, and I hit show me, and they're there.
Okay. Did you actually click on them?
Yeah, and my initials show up on there. There's only 3 of them, and I did all 3.
It says still waiting for Bonnie to sign, so I'm gonna go in there. Let's see.
But there's 2 spots.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in here, and I'm gonna reshare it. Let me see. What is it? Is it? Can you refresh your screen?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Should I put reload?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, it's making me do it over.
Okay.
There's 3 pages weren't in there before. That's why. No, still says 3. I'm gonna reload again and start over.
Okay, let's try it one more time, and then in a worst case scenario, I can just resend it to you.
Seller, adopted sign. Seller. Does it want my husband's signature, maybe?
No. That's not what it is. I think there's probably some sort of error in the paperwork. So I'm gonna do it again and resend it. Okay.
Yep.
Hold
So
on.
I just X out of this one.
Yeah, you can just exit out of that one. Let me do this one more time. Okay, so I'm filling this out again. Okay. So now we have the address in there. $45,000 purchase price.
It's my favorite song.
Yeah, this is the vibe. Okay, so the clause says the buyer has an option to purchase the above mentioned property on terms with a $5,000 down payment and monthly equal installments for 24 subsequent months. Okay. We have the date. Then we have okay. And so we're gonna add a signature for Bonnie and one for me. And boom. All right, so I have that. Now I'm just gonna assign the initials for us. Okay, let me just review this before I send it over to you because I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. I have the address, which is the 8116. We have the legal description, $45,000 purchase price. I have the initials for us. We already reviewed everything. And then, boom. So this should be pretty easy peasy.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want, go ahead and refresh your email, and you should have gotten another email from me with the updated agreement, fresh off the press.
Okay. Okay.
So cool.
Okay. So do you want me to open a new one? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, new mail. Okay. Okay, the last one. This was the second one you sent, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, I'm looking at it.
Okay, so everything should be the same. If you want to just go ahead and scan it, and you can go ahead and you can start with the initials or whatever it's prompting you towards first.
Okay. I'm looking at it. Okay, I'm going to hit I'm done. It's still saying I'm missing 3 signatures or initials. And I clicked on them.
Okay, and what did it ask you for when you clicked on it?
It just says seller, and sign there, and I click where it says seller, and BHK comes up on all places.
So what you're gonna do is click on it, and then there should be a blue tab that once your cursor hovers over your initials, there should be a blue tab that says sign now. Are you seeing that?
I've got 2 signatures on a page and 3 initials page.
Okay,
2
so
signatures and 3 sets of initials, and it says that I'm not signing them, but I have signed them.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, so can you scroll to the bottom of page 1?
Okay, let's see. Yes.
Okay.
And the seller is just initials.
Yes, ma'am. So like hover your cursor over the BHK.
It's hovering over it.
And what do you see?
BHK 10/16/24, 9:04 p.m.
Oh, so it already initialed?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's scroll down to page 2. And then that initial, what do you see when you you hover your cursor over it?
BHK 10/16/24, 9:05 p.m. Dot loop verified.
Okay. And then on page 3, where it says Bonnie, sign here.
Yeah. It says Bonnie Hensel Peace. Dot lot verified 10/16/24, 9:05 p.m.
And it has the green signature.
Yep.
Let me see.
And the next one, initial, same thing. Hover, it's about the same thing.
That's so weird. I don't see it. It's not reflecting on my side.
Huh.
Okay.
I'm hitting I'm done. It still again says, wait a minute, I'm going to hit skip and see what it says. You skip 3 signatures.
Okay.
See what it does. Would you recommend? No. It says you signed the document.
And you completed the whole process?
Yeah, see if my signature shows up now. It says I've signed it now.
It says still waiting on Bonnie to sign.
Mine says you've signed the document. It took a long time for that screen to show up, though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look back. Huh. The old ones showed up again, okay? I'm gonna just go back through. Maybe I hit review instead of share. Do I hit share instead of review?
Yes.
Maybe that's what
Yes, because whenever the results won't be shared back to me until you hit share.
Okay, maybe that's it. See if you have it now.
No, I don't see it yet.
Yeah, I'm going to start over. Hang on one second.
Okay.
Okay, I hit share. Justice Cash Buyers Purchase Agreement B2 Daku has access. Reshare. I'm going to hit reshare. I did select one person. I selected you. That says document successfully reshared with Aaron Bivens.
Okay, let me try looking at my email to see if it sent it directly to me.
Maybe that's what I did wrong. At first, I hit the very first time hit review and not share.
Mm-hmm.
When we were looking at it, maybe that's what I did wrong.
Okay, I'm checking. I don't see it in my spam. I don't see it in my inbox. It says it's at what email? Did it say what email? I'll check both emails.
Let's see. It said you can edit in private. Hold on. Part signed. tc@jcbuyers.com.
Oh, got you. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't have the access to that email right now. So
Yeah, it says document successfully shared with Aaron Bivens, tc@jcbuyers.com.
okay. Well, what I'm thinking is I don't have access to that email at the moment. I wonder if yeah, I don't know why it's not going through. But I suppose what we could do is I could try to resend it again, and you can see if it works.
Okay.
Are you using your computer or your cell phone?
Oh, my computer. A laptop.
Okay.
Well, let's just do it over again, and I'll hit share and not review because it doesn't look like it wants me to.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's try this another way. I'm gonna share it. And this time I'll attach a PDF to the email.
You change the email
to a different email?
Mhm.
I could. I just resent it right now, Bonnie.
I see it. Okay. It just says view document. Okay. Click adopt and sign. Click. 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 Okay, I clicked on it and I'm done.
Okay. Does it give you any other prompts like to say finish?
It says you signed a document. You can exit from the email a link for the next 30 days. No further action required.
Okay.
I'm going to hit.
Okay, I see it. It went through. Let's go. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it.
Well, if I would have known not to hit review, because the first time we were looking at when I hit the review and not share, so.
Let's go. Okay, well, I'm really excited. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start the process with opening escrow. I know you wanted to let your sister review it as well. So this you have this in your records as well so that she can review. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. It'll be my disposition manager who reaches out to you. Her name is Tayani. She's absolutely Tayani.
T-A-M-M-Y?
T-A-Y-A-N-E-E.
Okay.
Her name is Tayani. She is amazing. She's gonna take care of you. She's the one who's gonna be coordinating the paperwork as well as our funding partners. And so she makes it so that you don't necessarily have to lift the thumb, but she's going to be guiding us through all the paperwork so that we can have a smooth closing process.
Okay. And where is priority title? Where do I have to go to close?
Priority title services the whole nation. So normally the way it works is we'll meet with licensed notaries. And we'll just do the closing documents with the notary.
Okay.
But if you want, we can actually get a local. We can let you know where priority title is in person, but it would be a long drive.
Okay. Okay. I know when we sold our house in San Francisco and moved to Texas, we did it by FedEx. So
that's exactly what it would be if we went the mobile notary route, because the priority title is where I live. It's in San Antonio.
Oh, okay.
I just looked it up. Now, if you wanna come to San Antonio for the closing, that's fine. But I'm just saying you don't have to, and we can coordinate a mobile notary for you, whatever you prefer.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna text you Tayani's number as soon as we get off the phone. That way you can be in contact with her, and you know who's calling you, okay? Because she's gonna be crucial between now and us closing on the property.
Okay.
Do you have any questions for me, Bonnie?
Pardon me?
Do you have any questions for me?
I don't think so. How long does something like this take?
45 days.
Okay, that's perfect.
Okay. All right. Well, this is my personal cell phone number, so you can text me if you have any questions. But I'm going to introduce you via text to Tayani right now. Okay.
Okay. Give me your cell phone number.
You want me to give you mine right now?
Yeah, I'm on the landline, so.
It's tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
It's 830-200-1296.
Okay.
All right, Miss Bonnie. It was a pleasure talking to you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thanks.
Bye, Bonnie.
Bye. Bye.
Okay. Let's go. Okay, so we have so much to unpack here, okay? So I know that was a long and probably painstaking call, but you know what's crazy? And I've always thought about this, that in sales, because we're so go, sometimes we'll forfeit a painstakingly long closing conversation just so that we can be scouting again for the next person who might be interested in moving forward. Like, take your time and nurture and love the one that you're with so that you can walk them through the closing process. You know what I mean? And always shoot your shot. There's so much to unpack from this. But one of the things that I want to bring out is that in the paperwork, it gives us the ability to be able to list on the auction, to market on the MLS, to market on Investor Lift, to market on social media, platforms, and we have 45 days with multiple exit strategies built into the original purchase agreement, right? And so what was the seller's concern even after reviewing the paperwork? The seller's concern is whether or not you're going to perform. And another takeaway is that the seller said that she was not going to move forward with the paperwork, that she was going to send it to her sister to review before. And I think I have a fundamental belief that you always have to ask no matter what. Mm-hmm. You always shoot your shot no matter what, because people will tell you no, but no doesn't always mean no. Now, sometimes no means no, but sometimes no means I'm nervous right now and I don't have an answer right off the bat. So no, because I'm unaware, and that not knowing how this is going to end up causes me to be fearful. So
but she still signed, and I think she was reassured that we were answering all of her questions and letting her know we're not spam or asking for any super personal information.
From your standpoint, what was it that you think melted her a little bit, or just kind of like dropped her shoulders, where she's like, okay, well, like, was there a point in the call, or do you think it was like everything culminated, or like, what do you think?
I think it was your tone. I think it was the fact that you were repeating yourself. If she asked questions, you were having patience with her. So I think she liked what you were giving her and the patience you had.
Yeah.
Because she was willing to sign a contract all over, and even a third time.
Bruh. Okay,
You're falling asleep over here.
Yeah, for real. For real. Gabriel says, from ghost to detailing. Explain what that means, Gabriel. Chris says, I think you build good rapport, very professional. Okay. Well, did y'all see anything that you're not capable of doing? Because I was fumbling, bro. I was not perfect on this call. I hope if y'all gain anything from these lives, is that like you should be thinking to yourself, bro, if Aaron can fumble his way sounding goofy on this phone call, he don't even sound that suave. You know what I mean? Wow. And to get a contract. By the way, I'm telling you, this is such a dope deal, because our number one, I have probably the illest dispo in the game we have. I'm just telling y'all.
Shout out to Tiani.
Shout out to Tiani. All right, the illest dispo in the game, bro. And I'm saying that from like watching her grind in the trenches, right? But I'm saying like with that comes a measure of confidence, and then knowing that built into our purchase agreement, we have the ability to put on the MLS, the ability to put in front of our live auction, the ability to put on Investor Lift, the ability to market on social media. That's our real sauce right there. So if you have Tiani, what did Tiani say the other day? She said, if the deal can be sold, she's like, I'm gonna sell it.
Yeah.
And that's facts. If the deal can be sold, it's gonna get moved. So that's what excites me about, if you know your paperwork and you have a good solid purchase agreement, y'all, you can make magic happen. And so I love it. It's a little bit too late to get into other calls, but do you guys have, look, Dion says, right, she signed like 3 times. Des says that's so dope. Let me ask y'all this. What questions do y'all have about business, about contracting, about wholesaling, about real estate, about entrepreneurship? Daniel says, I agree. And the fact that you said you didn't need her banking info. Oh, that was the turning point.
That's why I said it was like reassuring for her, because someone was in her ear saying like it was a scam. And she said she had to send it to her sister who had to review it, but she still ended up signing it like almost 3 times. Yeah.
Facts. Chris says you covered yourself all the way around. That was beautiful. I appreciate you. Top Don says, what was the inspection period? The inspection period, we did not put where did we? Boom. We have a 14-day inspection period. 14-day inspection. Yeah. And then we have another clause that says seller to provide buyer with permission to reasonably access property for purposes such as initial inspection, evaluation of repairs needed, project planning. But anyway, the point is, very early on in the call, she said, just go to because it's a gated community. And she said, just go to the front gate, let them know what you're there for, and they'll let you in. So that's cool. Luis Mignol says, what contract are you using? We are using what we refer to as the universal purchase and sale contract for real estate. This purchase agreement is very special to us, okay? The reason why is because this purchase agreement, the clause and the word usage in here allow us, by the way, was built out by an attorney. See, so you remember how long it took for us to get this doggone purchase agreement? It took us like 3 weeks. Remember when we had the attorney for our auction company that was building out the paperwork and we couldn't go live? It took us like 3 or 4 weeks to get this purchase agreement that we got, y'all, and it's built out, vetted by an attorney that allows us to be able to put the properties on MLS. It allows us to market on Investor Lift, to market on social media platforms, and it's just very transparent. You know what I mean? And you saw, I just walked the seller through the entire thing, and it's super easy to go through. Luis Mignol says that's a game changer. It is a game changer. And a lot of people ask, like, but what, your seller's not going to be upset about, the fact that you're making profit, or the fact that here's what our sellers care about, y'all, is us performing on the original agreement. They want to know that they can trust you. They just want to know if they can trust you. Are you going to be a douchebag, or are you like sincere? Now, what happens in the case of we contracted too high? Well, then we go back and communicate with the seller as soon as humanly possible and let them know. You have the tough conversation. Des Cardi says, you covered bases I didn't know could be covered on that agreement.
The CEO said, what up, Aaron? Entrepreneur Music.
The CEO, what up, Entrepreneur Music, gang in the building. Top Down says, where can I get a clause like that? CC, where can they get a clause like that?
Get a what?
They want a clause like that.
The contract?
I'll tell you what. If you want access to our purchase agreement,
You gotta be a part of our community.
You gotta join the community, fam. You gotta join the community. Not only do I go over the contracting process and we go over the contract, but we review the entire process from beginning to end, so that you're compliant, so that you're not running this business just winging it. You have some structure, and you make sure that you're protected.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but it gives you the options to be able to run a novation play, market on the MLS, right? Market on and utilize and leverage the platforms that'll get your deal more exposure so you can get it sold. We have a portfolio, guys, that we just locked up. It's got some hiccups it's going through, but it's like 37 contracts. Tayani got 100 offers in 2 weeks. 100 offers in 2 weeks. I am not exaggerating that. 100 offers on 15 potential contracts.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Dion, you can join the community by DMing Aaron, or you could book a strategy session at yourwholesalebiz.com.
Yeah. So if you're interested in joining the community, where we build out your entire business, we start off with a launch call where we give you an entire game plan for the next 12 months of your business. Then we have weekly accountability calls where we hold you accountable to the metrics in that business.
In addition to all of our other calls, we have 6 calls a week.
Yep. And these calls are designed to help hold your hand and walk you through the entire process of wholesaling real estate, connect you with the community, because our community is pretty dope. I'm not going to lie. It is pretty dope. All right. And we do this. All right. So you can go to your wholesale. Dion says, okay, I'm a DM. Yeah. So if you're interested in joining the community, then go ahead and send me a DM. Now, let's say you don't know. Let's say you're like, Aaron, it sounds dope. I love y'all's energy, but I don't know. Well, here's what you do. Go to yourwholesalebiz.com and schedule a one-on-one consultation call with me. And what that consultation call with me looks like is we're going to diagnose your business. We're going to take a look at what you have going on, your systems, your processes, your goals, where you are currently, where you want to be. And if it looks like we can help, then I'll let you know what we have to offer and what that looks like. And then you can make a decision if you want to be a part of it or not. Now, even if you decide not to be a part of the community, I'm guaranteeing you that that consultation call is going to give you a lot of value. It'll probably be the most valuable call that you'll be on all year. And that's facts. That is facts. Okay, Top Don says, can you walk us through the closing process after the buyer signs, please and thank you? Okay, can we just answer a couple more questions? What do you think?
Yeah.
How are you on time?
I mean,
What?
all I gotta do is make another drink.
You're my see, you're a writer, bro. Stop playing. All right, so let's answer a few more questions. By the way,
Drop your questions, guys.
TikTok, we got CC in the building, my co-pilot, my ride or die. I got my brother. Oh, I gotta show y'all my brother. I got Mo on here. That's my brother right there, y'all.
That's good.
Right there, all right. So okay, so let me answer Top Don's question. He said, can you walk us through the closing process after the buyer signs? Okay, so after the buyer signs, the title company will request a wire initiation from the buyer. That's if the buyer has not already wired. Some buyers will wire funds to escrow before signing. Those are the OG buyers. You know what I mean? And I've seen that happen. I've had that happen with certain buyers. But most buyers that I've ever dealt with, they'll wire the funds after closing. And so what the process is after closing is once that a wire initiation takes place and the wire hits the title company, because they're escrow basically means that they are a neutral holding ground for the money. Once money gets deposited to escrow is now responsible for dispersing those monies out to seller, to mortgage lender and all that. And so once the buyer sends the money to escrow disperses all those funds out, including our assignment fee. So we get paid out our assignment fee. The seller gets paid out. If there's a mortgage lien, the mortgage holder gets paid out. That's the process that happens after closing. Then the seller and the buyer will get what's called the closing docs for everybody's record. That's the process. Is that what you wanted to know, Top Don? Or did you have any other questions in regards to the closing process? But that's basically what happens after the buyer closes. After the buyer closes, we basically wait on the buyer to fund. Once the buyer funds escrow, then escrow can disperse send out our disbursements. Okay. All right, Dion, did you book that consultation call with me? All right, what other questions do y'all have about wholesaling, about business? Des says, tell us more about what else the community offers. Ooh, I love this question.
Ask us whatever you guys want.
Yeah, ask us whatever you want. So
after hours now at this point.
Big facts. So let's talk a little bit about what the community offers. Okay. So I'm really excited about this because we've been crafting this offer for the last few weeks. And so basically what the community offers is, number one, we actually make live calls together where the community offers you the leads for you to be calling alongside me. So these are called group dials. So you get one group dial a week where the community provides the leads. And these aren't just any leads, y'all. These are the PPL leads that you're seeing me dial here. So the Superhuman PPL is what provides the Superhuman leads on our group dial day. So that's kind of like our bullpen. The next thing is we have a JV portal where, let's say you do lock up a deal and you need help actually selling and moving that deal. We'll JV with you where I'll put you in contact with my team and we can actually work the deal together. All right. We also have an underwriting team that's designated to help you underwrite your leads whenever you need help with leads that are not contracted yet. So that's something that's pretty exciting. We do a weekly mindset call on Monday called Mindset Monday, just to get you primed, wired, excited for the week. We have access to private capital to help you on deals, right? The purpose is to help you to get to your next deal as fast as possible, because it only takes one deal to change your life, right? And then once you've gotten to that first deal, then it's studying the mechanics on okay, how did I get there? And how do I do this over and over and over and over and over again with predictability? How do I create a system that does this over and over and over again? All right, so that's basically what our community is. So the way it looks is, right when you join the community, we schedule a launch call for you, and that launch call is designed to give you ultimate clarity in business. And so that means we cover your objective, your goal, what you want to do in business, and then we reverse engineer that goal into, okay, how many contracts do we need to get there? How many leads do we need to generate to get there? How many offers do we need to put out to get there? And then we hold you accountable to those numbers. And so that's the group in a nutshell.
In addition to that, we have in-person mastermind and boot camps as well.
Man, that's such a good point. Yeah. So tell them about
family game night.
Yeah, exactly. Tell them about the in-person boot camps that we do.
So our last one was in Dallas, and we rented a huge mansion. It had, everything you could think of, any type of recreational activity. It was
jacuzzi, pool.
There was a slip and slide. There was a basketball court. There was some things I didn't even know what they were.
Yeah.
But we all got together for, what was it, 3 days?
Yep.
4 days?
Yep.
And there's nothing like it. There were people crying.
Facts.
No one wanted to leave. There's nothing like connecting in person. And we have that in Q4, so it's usually in December, and it's our retreat once a year.
Yep. And that is going to be taking place in Dallas this year. So I'm excited about it. So the purpose of this community is to produce people, entrepreneurs who are making money with predictability. And, we have a vision of, a group economics type culture amongst the superhumans. And basically what that means is, oftentimes people who think scarcity, their mindset is, if I give something away, then I have less of what I had because I gave it away. And logically, that makes sense. But in capitalism, the way it works is the more value you give, the more you receive. And go figure, that just so happens to be a biblical principle, right? Where the more you give, the more you receive. And so it's counterintuitive, because you would think that you have less of what you have if you give it away. But so with group economics, what we believe in our community is the community for all and all for the community, right? Or the community for
for each one, and each one for the community.
Yeah, the community for each one and each one for the community. And what that means is that the community as a whole, it serves each individual member, and each individual member serves the community, because that's the way it works. It's the law of reciprocity, the law of compensation. It's just right. And so basically what this means is, like, I love the way Napoleon Hill puts it. He says, imagine every human is a battery. And so if you were to bring 5 batteries together and you connect them to one source, now, because all of the batteries are connected, the sum total voltage of all of the batteries is available to each individual battery. Right? So now you have the sum total of 5 or 10 batteries, or however minds or batteries you're connected with. So that's a mastermind. So imagine if everybody came into the mastermind and they said, well, this person has time, and the other person and no money. The other person has ample money and no time. One person has experience and time. Another person has none of the above, but has a great network of investors. Right? And so what happens is, when you get an entire community together where everybody is sharing resources, sharing capital, right? Sharing ideas, you get a mastermind, right? And now the sum total, the voltage of the sum total is available to each one. So that's what we're creating. That's what we're building, and we're excited about it. Top Don says, I hear wholesalers talk about the title company and closing table. Do you have to attend that? Oh, good question, Top Don. Good question. So, in regards to the closing table, you do not have to show up to that as a wholesaler. In fact, as a wholesaler, get this, y'all. You are not a part of the closing at all. You're not a part of the closing at all. We get paid because our assignment contract is the difference between the original contract and the assignment contract. So if we got the property under contract for $50,000 and we sold the property for $52,500, then the $2,500 difference comes wired to us. So we don't even have to attend the closing at all. Now, the caveat is if we're double closing. If we're double closing and not just assigning it, we are going to have to do a closing. In that case, what we normally do is a mobile notary. And we'll have a mobile notary bring us the printed out docs, and then she'll overnight FedEx them back to the title company. That's if we're double closing. Okay. Good question. Very intelligent question, by the way. Dion says about to send you a DM. Let's get it. Let's get it. I love it. Reach out to me, my guy.
Hannah on TikTok also said she'll be joining us soon.
Let's go, Hannah. Let's go. All right, bet. Dad says we're on for 1 p.m. tomorrow. Yes, sir. We sure are, bro. We sure are. Okay, can I share something with y'all before we wrap up? Y'all can ask any questions y'all want. Engage with us. You know what I mean? By the way, can we just talk about this real quick, Cece? Give me a synopsis, because I feel like I'm doing all the talking, and like you have a lot of value to give too. So
you talked in the first half of the call.
Oh, that's true though. See, shout out Cece. She held this whole thing down. Well, Mo and Cece.
Yeah, we were talking.
Yeah. I love it. So
Danny was asking us questions as well. The whole team was in here.
I love it. Okay, but still, give me before we close out. Give me a synopsis of how you think the call went, and be crucial with me like you normally are.
Yeah, I mean, no, I would tell you.
I'm just saying.
I think the call went really well. I think your tone, in my opinion, you seemed like you were not on your A game.
Really?
Yes. I even put in the chat, like, what did I say? Something like you seemed off.
Yeah. Why did I seem off?
You were just like taking forever to finish your sentence. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she appreciated it because she had dealt with previous scams or some sort of scammers. And whoever that was her husband, right?
Yeah.
He was saying explicitly, don't give out your bank information. And then you were reassuring her that you didn't need her bank information. You were explaining the process. And so I feel like that's why she matched your energy in the sense of signing it 3 times. Like that could have been a frustrating conversation for her. And she could have changed her mind.
Yeah.
So I think overall you did really good explaining to her and having patience.
I agree.
Now I think that there were things that
we could have done better. So now let's talk. And I appreciate that. By the way, I appreciate that. But if there's anybody who like humbles me, it's always CC. Okay, so what could I have done better? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the nitty gritty.
You could have had been logged into the TC email.
Dang. Yeah, that's facts. Okay, so let's break this down, y'all. Because I think we can probably learn more from the mistakes than we can from the things that were good. So we could have already been logged into the TC. So noted. Moving forward, y'all hold me accountable to this. When I start these live dials, I am going to have my dot loop and electronic signature already, because bro, it took me like 5-10 minutes.
Not only that, let's go before the call. We had a super important call from a seller right when you began the live.
Dang. Okay,
like,
so
that was poor timing.
Yeah.
On our part.
Shout out Top Don. He says the perfect duo. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, fam.
No, for sure, but that was something else we could have prepared.
Okay, yeah. So better preparation on the call. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll take that.
Preparation prevents poor performance.
Facts.
And we were not prepared today. He hasn't even ate.
Yeah. You're right.
So even down to dinner was not prepared today. But you know what? We got an assignment.
Yeah.
Not an assignment.
We got the contract.
We got a contract.
Hey, but you know what? Massive imperfect action, y'all. Massive as long as you're working towards the goal, then you can work out the kinks. But also I'm taking serious. Okay, so I could have already been signed into Dotloop. We could have been better prepared and organized because in the middle of our live, I had to take.
Not only signed into Dotloop, signed into the email as well.
Signed into the email, signed into PropStream already.
Yeah. Also PropStream. There was 3 things you were messing with over here. You didn't eat dinner, and you had the seller call come in.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, your energy was a little off in the beginning.
Yeah.
So I feel like you needed to do a couple burpees or something.
Yeah. I could have done some breath work for sure.
Other than that, it was great.
Okay. All right. Y'all are hearing it here first. You know what I mean? I do have some areas where I can step it up. Y'all are gonna see me tomorrow. I'm committing to being to having my electronic signature already open, to have my leads already ready. I have my table set before we sit down to eat. And that means having my script up. Okay. All right. And I'm not excusing the poor behaviors just because I still got the contract, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not setting the best example. I'm not setting the best example, you know what I'm saying? Because the reality is, if you want to be scalable and you want to be duplicatable, you need to be efficient, you need to be effective, you need to be organized, and it needs to happen the same way every single time in order to be predictable. So I appreciate that, CC. Thank you. What about you, Mo? Since everybody is just saying how bad I suck.
It's literally the same opinion as CC, bro. Literally the same thing.
Okay. Yeah. I love it. All right. Well, now that everybody's done judging me, I think all right, look, Top Don says eat a Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. That's what she's saying. Oh. No, that's facts. That's big major facts. Okay, so I appreciate the feedback, Cece. Now I wanted to share some thoughts to steer by, or one of the thoughts to steer by from the chapter that we're reading right now. And so actually not this one because we haven't read that one yet. I just want to share this thought real quick because this one was really dope. All right. And so here, this is what it is. And by the way, y'all, this is from a book called Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude. All right. Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude by Napoleon Hill and Clement Stone. And look at what it says here. It says there's a very little difference in people, but that little difference makes a big difference. That little difference is attitude. The big difference is whether it's positive or negative.
I love it.
Big difference.
Yeah. There's a little difference in people, but that little difference makes a big difference, and the difference is whether or not we have a good attitude. So think about that. Let's just unpack that really quick, right? The little difference is that it's only the attitude, right? But is that really true? Like you could have the same person and the one person has a very good attitude and it makes them more enjoyable to be around?
Yes.
100%.
How important would you say it is from your perspective, Cece? And I trust your intuition because you're somebody who reads people very well. You're somebody who understands human nature very well.
I feel like it is the most important. If someone has a good attitude, good energy, it's going to be contagious. Energy is contagious. So if you have a bad attitude, no one's going to want to be around you. Or no one's going to feel comfortable around you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to result in no one being around you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or you negatively impacting whoever is around you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I would say the most important thing.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%, y'all. And one of the foundation or premises in this book is that a positive mental attitude will make the most even out of a crisis. And even it'll find opportunity in obstacles. A negative mental attitude will repel even opportunities. So stated inversely, a negative attitude will repel opportunity, and a positive attitude will turn even obstacles into opportunity. Ain't that something? The attitude is everything. The attitude is everything, y'all. Right? It's absolutely everything. It determines the state of mind. It determines where we operate from, and it determines our level of success overall.
For real.
All right. All right. Any final words that you want to share on that, Mo? Cece?
It's good.
I think there's very few things that we can control in this world, and our reactions and our attitude is probably of the few. But if you find yourself struggling with a negative mental attitude, challenge yourself to change the little habits and seek the positive in every situation, and then you'll start noticing how everything just starts falling into place.
Man, that's bars, Cece. That's bars. Top Don says, great job today, both of you. Hope to see live on TikTok more, but I'll subscribe on YouTube as well. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, you know what I did not know? I did not know, y'all, that we have 640 subscribers on YouTube. And I've never even done a call to action for YouTube ever. So is this like the universe saying we need to be doing more at YouTube?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. We never even really dropped videos on YouTube. So now we're going to have to start dropping videos on YouTube. But I appreciate y'all because...
What's the name of the book?
Chase is... So what's the name of the book? Oh, the name of the book is... Boom. Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude by Napoleon Hill and W. Clement Stone. Yep. Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude by Napoleon Hill and W. Clement Stone. Absolutely a game changer.
On TikTok, Deep said, it's a great thing to have good energy. It will make everyone feel comfortable and better. And taking a risk is positive attitude. Not taking a risk is scared attitude.
Facts. Big facts. 100%. Chase says screenshot it. Thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, y'all. With that said, we're going to go ahead and wrap up for the day. We're going to be going live again tomorrow. We appreciate you guys. Reach out to us, DM us if you have any questions about the PPLs, the pay-per-lead, the leads that we were calling, the fact that we're locking up at this rate just kind of gives an idea of the quality of the leads that we're calling. And so if you're curious about Superhuman PPL, definitely reach out to us. If you're thinking about joining a proactive community of action takers and people who are serious about this business and are ready to take their business to the next level, DM me. All right, DM me and I will, and DM me community, and I'll let you know what our community is like and whether or not we're a good fit and whether or not I make you an offer to be a part of our community. All right. Now, if let's say you need some more information, then go to yourwholesalebiz.com and you can book a strategy session with me there after looking at a case study of how we work in our community. All right. With that said, we're going to go ahead and play this outro. If you're not home yet, drive safe. People be driving crazy out here. When you get home, love on your loved ones. Don't smack nobody.
Tomorrow's not promised.
Tomorrow's not promised. That's right, Cece. And brush your teeth. And for goodness sakes, don't smack nobody. Until next time.
We made it, that's facts, ayy. We the greatest, that's facts, ayy. Prices raising, that's facts, ayy. That's right. But we paid it, that's facts, ayy. They hate it, that's facts, ayy. Cause we changing, that's facts, ayy. We did. Can't blame them, that's facts, ayy. Cause we made it, that's facts, ayy. Cherry on top, that's a goat, yeah. Where you been, I wanna know, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. I know you wanna look up for this. Baby, let me turn you up a bit. You said you made it through hell and back. Give me the scoop, baby, tell the facts. Gonna be fine.